Hey guys, this is JoshtheRoo, and today I'm going to talk to you about exactly what it says in the title. What the Browns have done in free agency thus far. It is March 20th at noon exactly, and I am recording and looking, and I'm kind of bored over spring break based on the Browns news alone, because they have done, some would say, nothing, and it's their quote-unquote strategy to build through the draft and not use free agency. I guess they're going with the philosophy of, hey, when you're building something, you don't get used parts, you get totally new ones that seem very useful. But problem is, we don't really have much to build around. Now, I know that statement may come as ludicrous because there is so much work to be done. But hey, alright, let's go over position by position what we could improve on, starting with quarterback. Quarterback Colt McCoy. Are we going to keep him? Yes. Yes, we are. We're not getting anyone in free agency, obviously. You know, I'm not going to go over that, everyone. No, we're not. They're not getting anyone in free agency. I'm just going to put that out there based on how they have been so lazy to not really get anyone out there. But anyway, quarterback. Could we improve? Yes. Has Colt been given a chance to improve? Not really. Alright, halfback. Our starting running back right now is probably Montario Hardesty. Now, I'm not saying Montario's horrible, but come on. Come on! What? Seriously? Now, this is one of the positions that we might go through with the draft. Problem is, I wish we had given ourselves more of a choice. Like we don't have to focus on a running back in the draft. I mean, it's not like lately we've been able to draft people that didn't have to start right away. Like Greg Little wasn't expected to start this year. We were just expected to use him at some point. Let's see, fullback, Owen Marisic. It's not a fullbacks league anymore, sadly. So, I think Owen will be fine. He's not going to get worse. Let's see, tight end. Tight ends, we have Benjamin Watson, Evan Moore, Alex Smith, who else? Dan Gronkowski, and who else? Christian Yunt. I think he's a center now. But I digress. Our tight ends are okay. Benjamin Watson will be fine. Evan Moore has shown that he can make tough catches. Alex Smith has been there when one of them was down. We're fine tight end wise. Not really much room to improve, but I did notice when Dallas Clark hit free agency, I was very interested. I don't know if the Browns were. Clearly they weren't. A wide receiver. We have Josh Cribbs, Muhammad Massaquoi, Jordan Norwood, and Greg Little. Now, given the circumstances, they did okay. Also, given the comparisons of other receivers in this year, and especially they called it the year of the quarterback, I really thought our wide receivers could have done more. But, hey, we had, let's see, Colt threw 14 touchdowns. Greg Little caught 2 this year. Josh Cribbs had 3 this year. It's kind of sad. Kind of. But, hey. Moving on. Left tackle, Joe Thomas, enough said. Left guard, Jason Pinkston. Jason Pinkston's going to be something. Watch out for him. Alex Mack, okay, we're good. Right guard, I don't even want to talk about it. John Greco might be the starter. I mean, they just re-signed him a couple days ago. And right tackle, we released Pashos, who has been our tackle for I don't even know how long. He's been inconsistent, but now he's not here. What do we do? Alright, I suggest getting someone like Mark Tosher, I think that's how you say it. Mark Tosher, they missed out on Eric Winston. I don't know why they didn't try again. Let's move on to defense. We have D-tackle, Phil Taylor, and Tyber Rubin. We're good. We run a 4-3. Yeah, we run a 4-3 now. So, and we just got 2 defensive ends, Frosty Rucker and Jaquay Parker. I think that's how you say his name, Jaquay, potato. Frosty Rucker and him should do fine, but I don't know why. Oh yes, those are our only free agent additions this year. I'd like to put that out there. We've had a week, and we've gotten 2 players that will probably play the same position. Very, very productive in free agency. We've had Jabal Shear on the other side, who will be fine. I'm very excited for Jabal Shear. I am very excited for Jabal Shear. I see him as like a Darnell Dockett type of DN. But moving on to linebackers. I'm very proud of our linebackers this year. Scott Fujita has been our defensive captain for 2 years, done a great job. Oh yeah, free agent addition 2 years ago. That turned out pretty well. But anyway, we've had Scott Fujita, DeQuell Jackson, who we re-signed for 5 years, and Chris Gokong, who has been my goal line hero all year, stopping Frank Gore. That summed up his season. Stopping Frank Gore at the goal line on 4th down. And stopping Rashad Mendenhall 4th down at the goal line. That was great. That was Chris Gokong's season. I could talk a mile a minute about him, but anyway. Cornerbacks, Joe Hayden, the next Darrelle Revis, moving on. Sheldon Brown, another free agent addition that is a starter that I don't know why they're acting like we've just done horrible in free agency when we've had guys like Peyton Hillis come in and be like 5th in the league in rushing, but whatever. Let's move on. Free safety, we have Usama Young. He's getting a chance. I'm not expecting Usama to be that great, but hey, he went to Kent State. He's fine with me. Strong safety, TJ Ward. TJ's great. I mean, he's gonna be really good. Well, let's see. We've gone over every offensive and defensive position. Now, kicker, Phil Dawson. Punter, Brad Maynard. They're good. Phil Dawson should be re-signed for a long-term contract or whatever. Now, that's all the positions that I really care about right now. Let's see. Could we improve on them? Yes. Are we going to in free agency? No. Like, I agree with the idea of building your team through the draft and not getting a whole bunch of players, especially ones that don't even want to come to Cleveland for obvious reasons. Let's see. We have guys like Stevie Johnson, who I wanted on the Browns soon as the Bills were having contract talks with them. They re-signed him. That was a good choice by the Bills. What have the Browns done? Let's see. I'm looking at their transaction list. Alright, so far, since the free agency period has begun, we have released Richmond McGee. We have re-signed John Greco. Tony Pashos and Eric Steinbach released. We signed Frosty Rucker. Re-signed Alex Smith. Re-signed O'Neal Cousins. Re-signed Brian Schaffering, who went to Hazelwood East. That's my school. Moving on. Jamie Mitchell released. Dimitri Patterson re-signed. Jaquay Parker signed. Free agent Bill Dawson signed his franchise tender yesterday. Now, that's it. That's all we've done in a week's time. There are so many things that we could have improved on over this week. And I'm not saying the Browns have to be as busy in free agency as guys like the teams like the Buccaneers and Chargers and Patriots. And I'm not expecting that. But come on, do something. I understand the strategy of purposely not going out for players that you'll have to overpay just to make them come play for you. But seriously, there has to be something. Elliot Harrison today wrote an article about the winners of free agency and the losers. The Browns, of course, are last on the list. I'm used to this. While adding Frosty Rucker and Jaquay Parker, I'm reading the article, to the defensive line rotation were subtle moves. Cleveland needs a playmaker on offense so very badly. How about a right tackle? Help Colt McCoy, or whoever the quarterback is going to be, please. Doing nothing in free agency can be savvy, but not in this case. Yes, there comes a time when your team has obvious holes in it, and you can improve on it with a couple, $2 million and a 4-year contract. Can help your offense right now. Can we really just sit here and do nothing? I understand the strategy of having 6 new players onto the team. We have 4 draft picks, so we just signed 2. 2 free agents. I'm not really sure what their plan is outside of using the draft. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like, favorite, share, whatever, or don't. I dare you. You know what? I dare you to. I challenge you. Don't share this with anyone. Try me. This is JoshtheRoo signing off. Browns, please do something. Anything. Anything.